Prince Ranarid dies, Funcinpec president passes away in France aged 77. Royalist Funcinpec party president and former first Prime Minister Prince Norodom Ranarid passed away from illness yesterday afternoon in France where he was receiving medical treatment, Royal Palace and Funcinpec officials said. PM Hun Sen leads condolences on the loss of Prince Norodom Ranarid. Prime Minister Hun Sen has extended his condolences over the passing away of Samdech Kromprix Norodom Ranarid, President of the Funcinpec Party and President of Supreme Privy Councillor to His Majesty the King of Cambodia. Prime Minister Hun Sen orders officials to clamp down on flooded forest clearing around Tunnel Sap Lake. Prime Minister Hun Sen has ordered Land Management Minister Chia Safara, National Military Police Chief General So Soka and provincial governors to clamp down on flooded forest land encroachment surrounding Tunnel Sap Lake. DPM Chia Safara conducts meeting to crack down on flooded forest clearing. Deputy Prime Minister Chia Safara conducted an overnight meeting to plan the immediate action to prevent and reduce the deforestation of the flooded forest around the Tunnel Sap area. ASEM Summit adopts key documents on post-pandemic recovery, connectivity. The 13th Virtual Asia-Europe Meeting, ASEM, Summit concluded on Friday under the chairmanship of Cambodia, adopting 3 outcome documents, Cambodian Prime Minister Hun Sen said. ASEM 13 success marks a new milestone for Cambodia. The 2-day 13th Asia-Europe meeting in Phnom Penh ended successfully on Friday with 3 significant outcomes, including the ASEM 13 Chair's statement, Phnom Penh Statement on the Post-COVID-19 Socio-Economic Recovery, and the Way Forward on ASEM Connectivity. U.S. MUL Summit with ASEAN leaders in Washington in January. The United States is planning to host an in-person summit of President Joe Biden and leaders of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations in Washington in January, ASEAN sources have said. Australia, UN and EU join gender equality initiatives. The Australian government, the United Nations and the European Union are on track to achieving success in 3 gender equality programs: Gender Cafe in Women Economic Empowerment in Small-Scale Business, $34,902,700 Flagship Investing in Infrastructure, 3I, Program and Gender Action Plan 3. Borders slam shut as world rushes to contain new COVID variant Omicron. World governments rush to contain a new, heavily mutated COVID-19 strain Sunday, with Israel slamming its borders shut to foreign nationals and Australia reporting its first cases of the variant. Cambodia receives 188,160 doses of Moderna. Cambodia yesterday received 188,160 doses of the Moderna vaccines through the COVAX facility. Indonesia Embassy promotes West Java Province as tourist destination. An integrated promotion on tourism and trade was held by the Indonesian Embassy in Phnom Penh on Saturday to showcase the virtual familiarization trip to introduce West Java Province as a tourist destination. An expansion of CP's Fresh Mart business with high-quality products and outstanding service. Fresh Mart business play a vital role in supplying various products to meet the needs of customers. Cambodian Consulate General in Sa Kaeo Province, Thailand visits Cambodian migrant workers. A team from the Consulate General of the Kingdom of Cambodia in Sa Kaeo, Thailand, led by Mr. Hun Saroon, the Consulate General, in collaboration with Sa Kaeo Provincial Authority and representatives of the Labour Rights Promotion Network Foundation visited Cambodian workers undergoing quarantine at home. Angkor Remembrance event to be held in mid-December. The Apsara Authority will organise an event named Remembrance of Angkor in mid-December aiming to commemorate the Khmer ancestors, kings and queens who built the many temples in Angkor Archaeological Park, and the people who work to restore and conserve the ancient temples. Omicron symptoms described by South African doctor who made first discovery. The South African doctor who first identified the Omicron variant that is spreading in the country and abroad has described the symptoms as she observed them in her patients, stating that the strain is so far producing very, very mild effects in them. Afghan refugees find temporary refuge in Cambodia. At least 15 Afghan refugees have been granted temporary residence in Cambodia while they wait for a third country to grant them asylum. All of the refugees are employees of the Asia Foundation, a US-based development agency, and were approved by Cambodia on humanitarian grounds. Mo in no hurry to ban travelers from Omicron-hit countries. As global alarm grows over B.1.1529, Omicron, the latest and more virulent variant of COVID-19 detected in Africa, the Ministry of Health is strengthening measures to prevent its transmission into the country. Soccer warns Rainsy, questions Candlelight Party leadership. Amid the reactivation of the decades-old Candlelight Party, CP, ahead of the upcoming elections, former opposition leader Kem Sokha for the first time yesterday blasted Sam Rainsy for supporting the CP, warning Rainsy to stop connecting him to their political ambitions. CNHP files complaint with Supreme Court over Ministry of Interior's registration rejection. Amid a legal dispute with the Ministry of Interior over the decision not to validate opposition Cambodia National Heart Party, CNHP, the party on Friday lodged an official complaint with the Supreme Court to retract the ministry's decision. Irrigation infrastructure needs overhaul and expansion. The kingdom's irrigation infrastructure is in need of both expansion and an overhaul, as the current system is not enough to irrigate the more than 3 million hectares of agriculture land across the country. Authorities seize goods displayed on sidewalks by shop owners. Since November 16, police have been carrying out an aggressive operation to impound goods sold on public sidewalks along Street 271 near Sant Sam Kozal Pagoda in Phnom Penh's Minchi district. Attendance still low at places of worship over C-19 concerns. 2 weeks after cults and religion minister Chit Sokhon made an official announcement about reopening religious ceremonies on November 11 for Buddhists, Christians and Muslims, attendance is still low across the board. Roaming elephants destroy crops. A herd of wild elephants foraging for food and water following their normal migration route yesterday encountered crops planted by humans whose sprawl invaded their habitat, leaving the farms trampled as they moved on through the forest in Mondulkiri province. Cremation pyre truck sinks in Bassak, drowning owner. A ferry carrying a mobile cremation pyre truck across the Bassak River was hit by strong winds and capsized, drowning the owner of the truck. Driver flees after luxury car smash in Phnom Penh. In yet another spectacular car crash involving a luxury car in Phnom Penh, a Maybach brand car met its nemesis in the shape of a road divider yesterday. Body found in underbrush. The National Police released a report on the discovery of a corpse found in Kokong. Losses ahead for farmers as fertilizer and pesticide prices continue to rise. As farmers begin harvesting the last rice crops for the year and prepare their lands for planting the next year's crops, many are expecting to see losses in profit and crop yield as the prices of fertilizers and pesticides are on the rise. More than 30 Cambodians sent back by Thai authorities. Thai authorities arrested more than 30 Cambodians who were smuggled into Thailand by brokers and sent them back to Cambodia. Police in Kampong Cham arrest 21 suspects over drug use and trafficking. Police in Kampong Cham province have raided a house and rounded up about 20 people suspected of using and trafficking drugs in Choont Prey district.